JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, health infrastructure in St. Thomas to be improved. Health infrastructure within St. Thomas is to be improved to meet the growing demands of the parish, says Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton. Tufton argued that with the ongoing development in the parish, there is likely to be an influx of residents and the infrastructure will have to be upgraded in alignment with the development. When signs of progress are very evident, many things will follow, he said, pointing out that once access is provided, there is likely to be mass immigration into the parish. It means that you're going to see greater demand on your critical infrastructure, healthcare being key, because once you develop, people are going to come. So you're going to have to be prepared to host other residents who want to settle in St. Thomas, the health minister added. He was speaking at a ceremony for the adoption of the Yala South Center by the Deterrence Foster Foundation last Friday. Tufton said that when people can access the amenities of shopping, housing and roads that will come with the development of the parish, they will want to live there, adding that it is just a stone's throw away from Kingston, which is kind of crowded. This, he explained, will in turn create a greater demand on the health infrastructure of the parish. So one of the things that we've been doing and will continue to do in the parish of St. Thomas is to assess where we are, where we're likely to go over the next 5 to 10 years and identify the key requirements. The health minister pointed out that there was an ongoing review looking at the population centers to determine the requirements for health centers, adding that the lone secondary care facility in the parish, the Princess Margaret Hospital, has benefited from a substantial overhaul over the past few years and now has the capacity to accommodate more demands. Tufton noted that the Yala South Center, which handles approximately 25,000 visits per year, requires a significant assessment in keeping with the development. He argued that with the population center expanding and access improving, there will be a development plan for the Yala South Center, which would mean the expansion of the facility. The Deterrence Foster Foundation has committed a sum of $3 million over the next 3 years in the government's Adopt a Clinic program. 4 suspected gang members arrested in Westmoreland. 4 men suspected to be members of a criminal gang were arrested on Monday during a police military operation in Westmoreland. The men were nabbed in George's Plain, Frome. The security forces searched a shop and seized an illegal 9mm pistol loaded with a magazine. The police and military have been conducting a series of operations in Westmoreland following a spike in murders and shootings in the parish. Woman killed in Trelawney crash. A woman is dead following a motor vehicle crash along the Salt Marsh Main Road in Trelawney Monday evening. She has been identified as Christine Sharp of a Westmoreland address. Sharp died when a Toyota Hiace slammed into the Toyota Corolla she was driving. Eyewitness reports allege that the driver of the Toyota Hiace was in the process of overtaking a number of vehicles that had stopped to allow Sharp access to the roadway. According to reports, just about 6, Sharp was in the process of driving out from a restaurant onto the roadway when her vehicle collided with a Toyota Hiace. Firefighters who arrived on the scene shortly after said that they had to extricate the injured woman from the vehicle. She was taken to hospital where she was pronounced dead. Barney shot and killed in downtown Kingston. 40-year-old Marlon Wisdom, otherwise called Barney, was shot dead by unknown assailants in the vicinity of Luke Lane and North Street in downtown Kingston this afternoon. Investigators from the Kingston Central Police Division suspect the shooting was a direct reprisal for the recent killing of 18-year-old schoolboy footballer Omar Lang. Wisdom, who was from a Luke Lane address, was reportedly shot at least 10 times. The police believe the killings are linked to an ongoing feud involving gangsters from Hannahtown and Midland Upper Luke Lanes over the illegal usage of a car park across from the Kingston Public Hospital. Lang, who was a student at the St. Andrew Technical High School, was shot and killed on his birthday last month. 2 seniors died after being shot at Domino Table. A usually peaceful night of games among friends was shattered by a gunman last Friday along East Street in central Kingston, leaving 2 men dead. According to police reports, about 8:45 p.m., a group of men were playing dominoes when a motorcycle drove up and the pillion opened fire on the group. When the shooting subsided, it was discovered that 4 of the men were shot and injured. They were taken to Kingston Public Hospital, where Hugh Simpson, otherwise called Shearer, 62, and Joseph Mitchell, otherwise called Blacks, 64, succumbed to their injuries. Simpson was pronounced dead shortly after arrival, while Mitchell died on Sunday. A survivor of Friday night's attack said he's counting his blessings after he narrowly escaped death. Shira was sitting next to me and the bike man then pull up. And when the first two shot fire, me really realized I was gone. Me fling with the plastic chair, me the song and me get flat. Me see blood pan me start wonder when me get shot, he said. The man said that a few seconds later, he began looking for his friend and found Simpson, who was a carpenter, lying in a pool of blood. Him say me get shot and my foot them can't move. And the last thing me hear from him, me look and see blocks and see the blood impression in him back. Him a move but he never did attack, the man said. A shopkeeper who said he was a close friend of Mitchell described the labourer as a jovial and helpful individual. Him reserved but him very nice and helpful. Him not really play domino, but him love racers like how him love Jesus. Me never know say shot a fire. Is a man tell me to close my shop and even everything done. Me never know say blacks get shot. Me think him in him house, he said. The shopkeeper expressed shock at Mitchell's passing, as when he visited him at the hospital, he appeared strong. Him be have an oxygen we visit him Saturday. Him all tell me say the nurse them have him key on him phone. Me never know him but then dead. None of the man them who get shot are dead and never rang doors. Them a big man and every day I saw them there. I play them little game until them ready for go in, he said. Jamaica's murder tally now 534. The islanders recorded 534 murders as at May 14. This represents a 4.1% increase when compared to the 513 murders recorded this time last year. The information is contained in the latest Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF Periodic Crime Statistics Review, which covers the period January 1 to May 14. The St. James Police Division leads the murder count nationally with 92 cases, a 50.8% increase compared to the 61 homicides reported in the division up to May 14 last year. The Westmoreland Police Division is second on the list with 56 murders since the start of the year, while St. Catherine North is third after 48 murders were recorded there. St. Andrews South is fourth with 41 murders, though ironically, that figure represents a 43.1% decrease in homicides when compared to the 72 cases reported last year. However, St. Mary had the highest percentage increase in murders, with a 500% rise. There were 18 murders committed in the parish up to May 14, compared with 3 for the corresponding period in 2021. The Kingston Central Police Division, where a zone of special operations also is under effect in Parade Gardens, saw a decrease in murders of 44.4% for the reporting period. There were 15 murders up to last Saturday, compared to 27 last year. Portland is the least murderous parish in 2022, having recorded 4 murders over the period. Regarding the other areas of crime, the JCF data shows that there's been fewer cases of shootings, with a decrease of 56. So far this year, between January 1 and May 14, there have been 418 shootings, in comparison to the 474 over the same period last year. There were 153 cases of rapes over the period under review, compared to 183 for the same period last year, which represented a decrease of 16.4%. Some 334 robberies were recorded up to May 14 this year, down from 347 observed in the corresponding period last year, representing a reduction of 13 cases, or 3.7%. Break-ins, however, saw a 6.8% increase, with 359 incidents this year, compared to 336 in 2021. Overall, the JCF said the total number of serious and violent crimes committed so far this year has declined by 3.0%. A total of 1,798 serious and violent crimes were reported to May 14, when compared to 1,853 incidents reported last year, representing a difference of 55 cases. JDF Sergeant slapped with murder charge. Jamaica Defense Force Sergeant Thelafius Tracy has been charged with murder and illegal possession of firearm following the discovery of a dead woman in his vehicle on February 26. The charges were confirmed by his attorney-at-law, Peter Champagne QC, earlier yesterday in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. Tracy is to appear before the gun court on Thursday, May 19. He was previously charged with failure to hand over his firearm to police officers during the investigation into the circumstances surrounding the discovery of a dead woman in his car, in which he was offered a $300,000 bail. Tracy is to return to court on July 28 for mention of this charge. Tracy's bail conditions include the surrender of his travel documents, reporting to the nearest police station on Tuesdays and Thursdays between the hours of 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. He is to reside at the Clarendon address listed on file, and a stop order was made. In relation to his earlier charge of failure to hand over his farm to police officers, Tracy was made the subject of an identification parade. However, Champagne confirmed that even though arrangements were made to have Tracy participate in this parade on May 5, 6, 9, and 13, this was not done. The St. Andrews Central Police had reported that about 4:20 a.m. on Saturday, February 26, lawmen responded to an assignment of a motor vehicle collision. On arrival of the team, a grey Honda-Fit motor car was seen with a woman's body protruding from the front passenger seat. The body was reported to have multiple gunshot wounds. 194 new COVID-19 cases, no deaths reported. Jamaica on Monday reported 194 new cases of COVID-19. There were no virus-related deaths in the last 24 hours. This brings the total number of cases recorded on the island since the start of the pandemic to 133,103, while the death toll remains at 3,011. Of the newly reported cases, there were 111 females and 83 males with ages ranging from 1 day to 108 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 24, St. James 88, St. Anne 3, St. Catherine 8, Westmoreland 38, Hanover 11, St. Elizabeth 2, St. Mary 1, Trelawney 1, Clarendon 10, Manchester 5, Portland 2, and St. Thomas 1. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the country also recorded 129 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 85,394. The country's positivity rate from the latest batch of testing is 33.8%. There are 2,240 confirmed active cases on the island. Approximately 77 patients have been hospitalized. One of them is critically ill. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.